So now here we have two missions.
Yeah.
One is AD and second mission is controller. And in the controller itself, I have installed VDA also, VDA on multi-session OS. So this is the AD server.
Kitchens is enough, right? Chicken. One Windows server, one controller.
Yes. As for the small environment, that is fine. On that second server itself, install VDA on multi-session OS also.
Okay.
So both the controller, all the components of controller components, then VDA also install on the same mission. Then you no need to go for third mission.
Okay.
If you want a single session OS VDA, then we need to take third mission also.
Okay.
So now here this is the mission where we have controller components. So I'll open Studio. So now here we have Citrix Scout is a log collection kind of tool for Citrix. If you want to contact any Citrix support team, they will ask the logs from our environment. For that, we need to share it through Citrix Scout. So now here that Studio is opening. So Studio is here MMC base we have installed. Try to install web-based Studio also. We need to download web-based Studio. But I think with this version, Web Studio is not there. In the latest releases, they're giving Web Studio. That means administrators can manage from the browser itself.
We can hear in studio. I am showing join the domain. Which domain we are using here, Sita? We have joined any
No, while
domain name.
configuring Studio or while installing, you are asking.
Yeah, Sita.
Installing of the, if you have only Studio, it is expecting the controller address. But that mission also should be part of domain and we need to log in as the domain user itself.
Okay.
Everything do with the domain user itself, not as the local users.
Okay.
It's taking too much time. And even meanwhile, verify the Citrix services also. Say what are the Citrix controller services we have? Because here VDA also is there, license server is
Yes.
also is there. Okay, so we need to separate those all the services. So this is the controller mission. Yeah. So now here we have the Citrix services. The main service here is Citrix broker service is there.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we need to, we'll discuss some of the important services, but some of them VDA services also we have. Okay. Say here Citrix broker service. Okay, Citrix broker service, whenever the user is connecting, the connection brokering, and like whenever the user is connecting, it allows the connection brokering. Okay, from the storefront to controller to VDA database, Active Directory. With all these, if you want to communicate, then the main service is the Citrix broker service.
Broker, sir.
Okay, so then another very important service we have is MCS service. In order to create the desktops, all these, what we have is the Citrix MCS service, mission creation services. Okay, so here
Services.
mission creation service, mission creation service. And in order to
Service.
communicate with the hypervisors, host, for all these, we have the Citrix host service. Okay, so this is the Citrix host service.
Sir.
Okay, so this is also one of the important service. Then AD identity service. Citrix AD identity service, in order to manage with the Active Directory, bringing those all the computers, all these Citrix AD identity service taking care. And we are going to write all the configuration logging. We have a separate database, right? So that is Citrix configuration logging service. Okay, so then like here we have a Citrix config synchronization service. So this service is responsible for in the primary like database is down, then this service will take care that
Correct.
Citrix config synchronization synchronizer service also it's going to take care.
License services, you know. Yeah.
So licenses related is license server related, not we are discussing about the controller related service.
Right. Okay.
Okay, AD identity service. Okay, so then Citrix broker service, Citrix config synchronize service, login and configuration logging service, configuration service. Okay, delegated administration service. Okay, then like these all some of the group policy engine is there. HDX related also. Most of them those are VDA also is there in this mission. That is the reason lot of services are there. And licensing wise, if you have the Citrix license server, mostly we'll get 3 to 4 licenses we are going to get. So Citrix licensing is this. Okay, support service and Citrix licensing WMI.
WM.
Okay, so WMI. So these all the, and the Citrix print manager service also is for the printing, it is important. Citrix print manager service also is one of the important service. Like this, some of the services here we have related to like uh, uh, storefront also we have. Storefront also we need to take care. Okay, so this, like once we configure this, okay, so now here we will create the mission catalogs. I'll go to mission catalog, right click on the mission catalog, create a mission catalog. Okay, so already I have installed VDA also, but only while configuring the VDA, I didn't added the this controller I have not added. While configuring the
Control.
VDA, we need to add the list of controllers, right? The tick marks will come, we can add it. Okay, that I didn't add it intentionally. I didn't add it. Say in the last session, she added DC dot that her domain name she added, right? Then
Yeah.
once we add a right symbol comes, okay, so then we can add DC2 also, but DC2 as we don't have, we got an error.
Yes.
That means for the VDA we need to add the, but I didn't add it. Okay, but then now I'm going to add, because while creating the mission catalogs, if the VDA is not able to communicate with the controller, definitely we are going to get the error. Unregistered issues. Okay, so then here I'll go to add remove programs, appwich.cpl also we can use. So I'm going to add remove programs here. So now here we have Citrix virtual delivery agent. We have virtual delivery agent multi-session OS. Don't go to uninstall, go to change. Go to change here. Say from the change also we can add the controller, or we have one more registry setting is there, list of DDCs. From the registry setting also we can change it. So meanwhile, if we go to this catalog, so we need to create the catalogs, but as of now we can't create uh, MCS or PBS, because yeah, this is add components or customize virtual desktop settings. So now here we need to add the controller that, say here we have cloud controller is the name.
Shrikant address, right? It's mentioning as
Yeah,
address.
FQDN we need to add here. Any doubts? Hello?
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
Okay. So here I need to add this. So if you don't add any of the controller, we'll get unregistered issue.
It is not.
Hmm. No, that database is not running. We'll check that. As of now, I'm adding. We'll troubleshoot that later. First, we'll create the catalogs. Then, if this communication is not happening, those will go to unregistered issue, but that will troubleshoot. See here, we are configuring the components. So I'm not sending to directly now. We can contact the Citrix cloud also. We can share the diagnostic information. Then, if there is any issue there, Citrix tries to give the solution also for us. So this is expecting a restart. We'll do restart later. So once we create the mission catalogs, we need to go for delivery groups. Okay, so now in this we don't have any mission catalogs. I'm going to create the mission catalog here. I'm going to create the mission catalogs. Yeah. So now this is the screen where we need to configure the mission catalogs, even through MCS and the PBS also. So now here we have multi-session OS, single session OS, remote PC access.
The
Even
more
we can have the multi-session OS also we have. Okay. So then here uh, missions that are like power managed means studio or the Citrix itself will manage. Okay, but as of now, we don't have like a mission catalogs or MCS or PBS. We don't have, and we have just physical that VMware workstation kind of VM is like a physical kind of mission itself. If it is a hypervisor base, that power can manage it. And MCS and PBS we can use, but if we want to use the PBS, we need again PBS servers, all those we want. But as of now, we are just remote connection, we are enabling another technology or service we are using. Then next, so now here we need to add the VDA. So we need to add the VDA. So from the AD, we are going to retrieve all these computer details. A cloud controller. As of now, this is the mission where we have the VDA also. Okay, I'm
okay.
adding that cloud controller. So normally, if it is in another server, that server we need to choose, not the controller mission. So we are creating the mission catalogs. And once we create the mission catalogs, we need to assign them to the users by creating to the delivery groups. By creating them to the delivery groups.
DevOps.
Okay, so yeah, this mission has been added here. So now, I've given 2 GB itself. That is the reason. After this, I'll increase. Yeah. So now here we can give the mission catalog name. So I given Windows Server VDA, but why that mission catalog? All those also we need to specify. Yeah. So by creating the mission catalogs, users can't connect to um, those servers or desktops. So for that, we need to use delivery groups. We are entitling the users and the catalogs. We are creating the missions by using the mission catalogs. Okay, either physical or virtual through MCS, PBS. We all create the mission catalogs. Then those need to be assigned to the users by creating them to delivery groups. Yeah, it's creating the catalogs. So we need to create through MCS and PBS catalogs also we need to create. Mostly nowadays we are using MCS, and for that we need the
MCS.
hypervisor, or we can use the cloud also. From that we can create the missions.
Only we can use MCS or previous site.
Yeah, both we can use.
Both.
Yeah. Say in the large scale environments, PBS have more advantages than MCS, but MCS is easy to administrate. So a lot of
Okay.
people nowadays doesn't have the PBS capabilities, but in the interview they're expecting both the skills.
Mm.
Okay, so now that mission catalogs has been created, so now we need to go for delivery groups. So right click on the delivery group, and we are going to create the new delivery group. Okay, so before creating the delivery group, definitely we need to create
Created it.
one mission catalog at least we required. Then here we need to create the delivery groups. So while creating the delivery groups, even we can choose the missions from multiple catalogs also. If we have the multiple catalogs, even from that also we can create the multiple catalogs also we can create. Excuse me. Yeah. So now here we need to create the delivery groups. So now, as of now, we have only one catalog, but if you have the multiple catalogs also, okay. And if you have 10 missions, no need to choose all the 10 missions. Which one you want to give to those users, that many number of missions we need to select. But as of now, here we have only one. Here also we have one. If you have 10 missions, maybe 3 or 4 depends upon the team requirement, we are going to choose. Then to whom we need to allocate the users, that's we need to select. Yeah, allow any authenticated user, or we can restrict the users to whom we need to. As of now, I'm giving the authenticated users to log in. Optionally, we can deliver the applications also in this, but later we'll add the applications. Then here we are going to use the user entitlement also can be done. I'm giving multi-session OS, and I'm allowing everyone. So even we have the tags concept. I will explain what are the tags also. So assume this I'm going to give for the sales guys. Say sales team, finance team, marketing team, HR team, or IT team. Like this I'm going to give. Then finish. So once these desktops have been assigned to the users, the user can connect from the storefront, and he is going to access these resources. Okay, so that we'll discuss in the tomorrow class. Okay, so everyone try to do till this.
Yeah, okay.